So I'm on the side of the highway about 300 yards from Georgia. This guy right here was in the left lane going about 40 miles an hour, and I'm trying to go around him. He pulls his badge out, points me to get over in this lane. He's been 5 miles in the left lane and will not get over. And he jumps out, says, "I'm a police officer, give me your license." He shows me a badge that says he's a probation officer. And I called 911, and now they're sending a North Carolina state trooper out to the scene.
So he's filming.
So he's going to start filming us now because he's got all butt hurt. Sir, you can film me all day long. If you're a police officer, you should have a body camera. Because you're not a police officer. It says right there you're a probation officer. I'm not on probation. I've never been in trouble for anything.
In the state of Alabama,
tell my camera again how you're a police officer.
Will you answer my question? I've answered yours. Now, let me ask you a question. In the state of Alabama, what are your probation officers considered to be?
I have no idea. We're not in Alabama.
Okay. Do you live in Alabama? Because your tag says you're in
I guess when a police officer gets here, we'll determine a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
How often do you pull someone over?
How often? I pull people over.
How often do you drive in the left lane for 5 miles going 48 miles an hour?
I wasn't doing 48 miles an hour, sir.
So how fast were you going?
I was doing 55.
And what happened?
You come flying up on
No, when I passed you, I was going 48 miles an hour. But if your car here, that's not a police car, had the radar in it, you would know how fast I was going.
Yes, sir. And I'm able to do speed estimations.
I'm sure you will be. I guess when your real police officer gets here, I'm sure I'm going to get some tickets.
All right. Well, you just stay tight. Just hang tight, okay?
What's your name? Would you like to identify yourself?
Have you going to give me your driver's license?
You're not a police officer.
Okay, then you just sit tight.
So you're refusing to identify. You're refusing to identify yourself.
Just sit tight.
You're refusing to identify yourself, even though you pulled me over.
Sit tight.
No, this guy knows he's messed up, but his buddy here will bail him out with a whole bunch of tickets. Am I being detained? Am I being detained, sir? Because I've got to go home. Are you detaining me? Are you detaining me? Am I being detained? Hey, I'm going to step out. Because you're... Am I being detained because I need to be on my way? Is this a lawful stop? Am I being detained? Are you detaining me? Are you detaining me? Is that hard to understand? Because you know this is not legal. This is not legal. And you know this. Will you answer my question? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? No, you're not trying to. Am I being detained? Because you know the law on that. Am I being detained? Hey, I'm going to leave now because you won't tell me if I'm being detained or not.
Well, evidently you are being detained.
Am I being detained? Say it. Say it. Sir, am I being detained? Will you say those words? You can either... Am I free to leave? Am I free to leave? So I am being detained. Why don't you answer that? You're not talking to anybody now. How long can you keep me on the side of the road as a prisoner? Am I free to leave right now? Am I being detained? Why don't you say that? Am I being detained? What am I being detained for?
Well, if you'd paid attention to me and listened to me a few minutes ago, I was trying to explain all this to you, sir, but you did not wish to listen to me. You wanted to talk over me. And
am I being detained?
30 Charles.
How long does a Terry stop last? Yes, I need to go home because we're on vacation. Am I free to leave? Am I being detained? Why won't you say those words? You know, you're well versed in the law. You are a law officer. You told me that. Am I being detained? It's a yes or no question.
I told you you're not free to leave yet.
So am I being detained?
I just answered that.
Why can't you say that? You're mincing words.
Sir, do me a favor and have a seat.
I will. Am I being detained? I'll get back in my car. Am I being detained? What's so hard to answer?
You're giving her a headache.
That's fine.
Just be quiet.
That's fine. You're just. Why can't you answer my? You know you're in the wrong.
Your question, sir.
You know you're in the wrong. That's why you're sitting there with that fake smirk.
Just sit tight.
I want to go home.
You said, well,
How long is a Terry stop last?
I'm not going to take and allow you to take and endanger other people's lives on the road.
Am I free to go? Am I being detained? Those are yes or no questions. For how long?
Well, let's talk against it and we'll deal with it.
I'm gonna go home now. I'm going home now. Am I free to go? Am I being detained? So now he's gonna get my tag number. How long does a Terry stop last, sir?
I'm not doing a Terry stop.
So what am I being detained for? Am I being detained?
Aggressive driving.
Am I being detained?
Aggressive driving is what you've done, sir.
Am I being detained? Are you making a citizen's arrest?
Sit tight, Moses. I'm not making no citizen's arrest.
Sir, you know you pulled me over 15 minutes now. How long is the Terry stop? Can you call your supervisor? Call your supervisor, please, right now. Thank you. I don't see you making a move to call your supervisor.
I'm not calling my supervisor right now while I'm using this phone to film you.
So you can't call on the radio your supervisor? Sir, I may leave here with a couple of tickets, but you're going to leave with a bunch. Hey, you see that? If you're out here patrolling the highways.
Yeah, I got one person at a time that I can deal with, sir.
How fast was that car? You're an expert on speed. How fast was that car going?
What'd you tell me?
I don't have radar. I can't judge speed. Sir, I'm asking you again. Will you call your supervisor? I should leave now. It's over 10 minutes on this recording. I'm so nervous. I'm shaking so bad right now. So how long do we sit here?
Just till the state trooper gets here.
Sir, will you call your supervisor? So how long am I being detained? That's not the way the law reads, and you know what a Terry stop is. A Terry stop is 15 minutes or less. Yes. So am I free to go? Am I free to go? I don't have to go to college to get a law degree to know the law.
Okay, well then you tell me, where did you read that law?
15 minutes, Supreme Court ruling, Terry versus the state of Ohio. All right, how about that? Where'd you get your law degree?
Where did I get my law?
Yeah. Western Carolina University. I'm glad you have a law degree.
Yes, sir, I do.
So I have to have a law degree to know the law?
But you're wanting to take a quiz. I'm going to quiz you.
No, all I want you to will you answer one question?
Listen to me. Wait. Just calm down. Just calm down. One, if you'd relaxed and had a conversation with me here, we'd probably be both going about our ways of doing our jobs. you going home and me going to do my job. You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
I understand what you're trying to say.
The only thing I was doing was stopping you, getting you pulled over, so one, you calm down and quit endangering other people's lives.
I wasn't endangering nobody's
Yes,
life.
sir. Yes, sir.
We're in more danger when you got me pulled over right here than we were out here going up and down
And
this
it's quite
highway.
possibility of truth.
So I'll tell you what I'll
Look
do.
at- look, dog,
Since we're
dog.
talking and being calm, will you answer one question for me, and I won't say another
I'm
word
not
to the state
asking no
trooper.
more questions
Am
for
I
you.
being detained?
You have been stopped until I can get a trooper here to have a talk with you, because you cannot talk to me.
Why is that not a yes or no question?
Well, because I've done answered that question. You asked me, are you being detained? I've said, you are been stopped.
But you won't say,
Yeah.
am I free to leave then? Since you won't answer
I've
that
already
one.
answered that question.
So you won't say if I'm being detained
I've
or not?
already answered that question, sir.
No, you hadn't, and you know
Yes,
it.
sir, I have. You're not listening to me. You're too agitated. You're too.
Oh, I am agitated because
interested.
a probation officer pulled me over for going 48 miles an hour because he was in the left lane for the last 5 miles and wouldn't get over.
You sit tight here for a minute, and we'll get to the bottom of it.
Here he is. Good. So here's the state
You
trooper.
better calm down and fish
I
your
am going to calm
license
down.
out and
I've
some
got my license
insurance.
out. So it don't matter. He's back there telling his version, so. This guy acts like he don't even want to get out of the car. I guess they're running my tag number. No, this guy's about to go YouTube famous because he ain't got the authority to pull us over. Now here's another car. I know you agitated and you think that I brought all this on ourselves. You think this guy was going to give us a talking to? He was going to call his buddies in anyway. These people don't even act like they want to get out of the car. Well, that's Georgia right yonder, I am about 200 yards.
I can't even see.
Hey, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. Hey, look, I don't really fully understand what
Me either.
we're doing right here. Okay, so he just felt like you were aggressively coming up on him. He's a probation officer. Okay, so I'm not gonna write you for anything. I'm not doing anything like that. Okay, you got your insurance here.
I'm
sure
wound
your
up, and
license are good.
you're
I understand.
unwinding me. I appreciate
understand.
that.
Okay, so where you headed to? You headed back home?
Home to Alabama.
Okay. All right. So look, it's one of those things. Okay. You may come up on him a little quick. He may have, it's one of them things. Okay. So as long as, I mean, like I said,
I'm good. I'm good now. I'm calming way down.
I don't have anything to write you for. I don't have anything like that. I'm not going to do anything. Even if I'm not going to. It's not my stop. He just feels, he just felt like you come up on him a little hard. You might have been a little aggressive. So if that is the case, let's just back it down a little bit. You're nearly to Georgia anyway.
That's
So,
why I said I can
you
see
know
it.
what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate it.
So, all right. So,
All right.
I mean, what do you do for a living?
Oh, we own a restaurant.
Restaurant. I got you. Okay. All right, sir. Well, I'm gonna let you carry on the way. Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
I apologize to him if he'll walk up here.
Well.
No, I'm sorry you had to come out here and deal with
We'll
this
take care of it.
stupidity.
I mean, he's wound up. I was wound up.
Yeah.
When he pulled up, he got up in my thing, and I'm like, I don't know if this guy's a police officer.
Okay.
All right.
Understandable.
All right. Thank you.
Be careful now.
Oh, look at him, hands on his hips. He's mad that he couldn't get nothing.
Well, you lucky.
No, I don't think I'm lucky. The motherfucker ain't got nothing. They probably chewing his ice. They all
Yeah.
right.